Remember Liar Liar. Remember Liar Liar. And this is very serious too because the Liar Liar movie is serious because hint Jim Carrey, that's all trying to remember during the scriptures in John 8:52 and all throughout the scriptures. I want to just use this as an example. But then it said, then said the Jews unto him, now we knowest that thou hast a devil. Abraham is dead, and the prophets that thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he should never taste death. So hint the whole theme of how he was calling the Messiah a liar and a devil. Hint the liar liar. Dude, it's crazy. Let's get into the mask, which is very high level. And I'm gonna break this down right quick because which is deep because on there, remember Jim Carrey name was Stanley. And when you understand the name Stanley, all Stanley means is what? That's the stone. It deals with the stone. Remember, I was already talking about author in the stone earlier. When I was talking about that earlier, author in the stone. And Stanley don't mean nothing but the stone, right? And when you understand the mass, which is very serious, the mass is a high level thing because remember I said in John 19:34 that the Messiah's lungs got damaged and how he has to be able to breathe. So you see how Lewis on a video game called Cold Vein, Lewis has on the mask. Hint Bane wears the mask. I showed this a lot already. I want to just show that whole thing with the mask. So I want to show y'all something too about the ending of the movie. I'm just gonna get right to the point of it because that's why his ego was becoming very powerful. Remember that. It was crazy. His stuff is deep stuff. But notice what happens. You see what's his name? This guy right here name is Charles. And remember how he broke down the name Charles before? How Chuck is short for Charles. And remember how Chuck is a pulley system used to raise up stones. And the Messiah has to be uplifted. And when you understand it, remember on Supernatural, Chuck was God. Remember that. Remember how all that stuff comes together. So look how deep this is, because Charles, remember Charlie you remember Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Remember he inherited his kingdom from William. The I am that I am and Charlie connection. You feel what I'm saying? And it's very deep because another thing right quick I want to show y'all before I really advance this. So as you see, remember I said Charles, and he played Fire Marshal Bill, right? Hint Billy, Fire Marshal Bill. Hint Revelation 1:15 at his feet, like on the fine brass as if he was burnt in the furnace. So hint Charlie, hint the Fire Marshal Bill, hint Charlie, hint charcoal, like char. All char means is to be burned. You see, I just show you how he plays burnt Fire Marshal Bill where he's burnt up. And then hint the whole theme of the burnt in the furnace. So all this comes together. That's why Charles was trying to go in there and get the mass out the ocean. Come on, man. Hey, you see how he's with Cameron Diaz because on the movie, on the mask, Cameron Diaz, her name was Tina Carlisle, hint Carl. Stuff is crazy. It's all in our face. It's all about who got the eyes to see and the ears to hear. You know what I mean? It's all in our face. There's no way around this stuff, and I won't even take it further